last member of your top 6. That person is... It's Quest!
So, I was still trying to wrap my head around how Savi Henry made it through to top 6 and Chisom did not. Oh my God. Joke of the century. And I know that a lot of you are going to come on with the same old reasons that, oh, Glory, it's all about the voters. It's all about the voting. And some of you would even go as far as asking me, oh, Glory, did you vote? Well, I did vote. I voted. However, last night's elimination was a huge eye-opener. Yeah, it made me see clearly the pattern that has existed on the Nigerian Idol show for the past 3 seasons. Now, I don't know who's responsible for this pattern, all right? I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about this pattern. Usually, there's always that one person or 2 of them that's okay, one person actually. There's always that one person that's very much undeserving, to be on the show. And by undeserving, I mean that one person that obviously the judges want to be on the show. Yeah, there's always that one person. This one, it's always very glaring, the kind of support that that person receives from the judges. The person does not really get a lot of criticisms. You know clearly that that person, the person is not really, that great. Or they tend to kind of step on heads, just to give that person a chance. We've seen it happen a number of times. There was Beyonce. There was, what's this girl's name now? Debbie. That was Debbie. And then we had Constance. So that's why I said 3 seasons now. That's the pattern I'm referring to. And then it happens that when people clamor and agitate for that one person to be kicked out of the show via eliminations or whatever, of course, via the voters as well, it happens that a sacrifice needs to be made, sort of like a revenge sacrifice. Guys, I know that I watch a lot of movies, but I'm just trying to explain it the best way I can. But this is the pattern I'm talking about. So there needs to be a revenge sort of sacrifice, like, oh, so if the judge's favorite has been kicked out of the show, then somebody else that obviously the viewers are liking and enjoying, would have to go as well. So it's like you take one from us, we take one from you. So ladies and gentlemen, I totally feel that that's exactly what happened to Chisom last night. Yeah. Constance, the judge's favorite, is out of the show. So one of the viewers' favorites, Chisom, has to also leave. Now, as I said before, I don't know who's responsible for this pattern. Obviously, it could be the voters, right? But I'm telling you that this is a pattern that I have seen happen 3 times now. And frankly speaking, it still doesn't make sense. It will never make sense. Because every time it happens, it questions the credibility of the show. Anyways, there's a lot more to share. All right, so let's get into this video, and as usual, please go ahead, share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. And let me put this disclaimer out there. Whatever I say on this video is based off of my observation of the events as they unfolded on the show last night. All right, no hard feelings, nothing whatsoever. Officially, you are all specially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Please go ahead and do exactly what you see on your screen. If you have been on this channel for the longest time and you are yet to officially become a part of this community, guys, it means a lot when you subscribe. All right, so please just do exactly that. All right, and quickly let's proceed into the details of this conversation. Last night's show was more family oriented, and I think it was quite refreshing to see the families of these contestants become a part of their Sunday performance preparation, or should I say the preparation for their Sunday performance. Yes, I totally loved the fact that they had the liberty to consult with their family members, you know, to help them select a song to be performed last night. Yes, I totally loved the process, and in as much as it was quite refreshing, I was also kind of disappointed in some of the contestants that especially chose gospel music. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had this conversation before. If you're going to perform a song that is owned by someone that does not belong to you, you want to create a strong argument. Yes, when I say argument, I'm talking about a reason for people to choose your version of the song over the original version. Because therein lies the true test of your skill, of your strength as a contestant on a show like Nigerian Idols. Yes, but I was really disappointed because some of the contestants that actually chose gospel music were not necessarily ministering the song. They were just singing it like backup singers in a choir, i.e., goodness, I was really disappointed with the way she delivered that song, Mercy Said No by CC Winans. But we're gonna get there, so let's not just be too hasty. Let's not be too hasty. Let's start with the first performance of the night, Victory. Victory was one of those contestants that performed a gospel song. He performed My Redeemer Lives, I think by Nicole C. Mullen, and it was nice. Don't get me wrong. It was nice. I enjoyed the delivery. However, I expected more. You see, Victory is that one contestant that I always praise for his vocal dexterity. I always praise him for his professionalism on that stage. I always praise him for his ability to manage that stage, engage with everybody, inclusive of the backup singers, the band, the audience. I always praise him for, his control of the situation on that stage. Whenever he's on that stage, you can tell that he knows what he's doing. He has this level of sureness. Yes, he has this level of sureness in his delivery, in his performance. The guy is really good. However, just to do a bit of comparison to Progress of last season, that's last season's winner, ladies and gentlemen, I expected more, because when you look at the likes of Progress, when Progress is either singing a secular song or a Christian song, you will see that he gives equal amount of energy. Why? Because it is a competition at the end of the day. And it was yesterday I heard that both his parents are pastors. So I was actually expecting Victory to minister that song, sing that song with so much power, with so much spirit. Guys, I mean, this is my frank opinion. This is what I was expecting. I was expecting him to do better, but it felt like it was kind of playing safe. And I understand that the audience of the show is mixed. We don't just have Christians who watch the show. We have people of other religious beliefs. I understand, right? So it felt like it was really playing safe, like he did not really want to do too much. But I'm like, no, bro, no. Whether you're doing a gospel music or a secular music, it doesn't really matter. What really matters on that stage, once you mount that stage, what really matters is how you flex your vocal dexterity, how you flex your credibility on that stage. And I felt like, yeah, Victory, vocal wise, yes, he did well. Yeah, I mean, his control was insane, but I really expected more. I felt like he did not really minister the song. For me, I just felt like it was not believable. Yeah, for me, the way he delivered the song, for me, it was not really believable. And I noticed the same thing in Osed Daniel's delivery. It felt like Osed Daniel literally, went from 100, where his performance was last week, and dropped down to 50. Yes, not 0 now, but 50. And in a way, I was kind of disappointed. I felt like Osed Daniel just literally catapulted himself in reverse back to a bit of his comfort zone, and I was not really happy. Now, this is not to say that his performance was not great. It was actually great. I loved the way he delivered the song he did. I can't really remember the title of the song now, but he did great with that song. Yeah, his stage presence was beautiful. It was an excellent performance, but from the perspective of a viewer, right, that has seen this guy do better, I was actually expecting him to do best, but instead he went down to good. Yeah, he went down to good. So I wasn't really thrilled, but performance-wise, he did great. And this time around, you could see that he actually utilized that stage more. He really communicated with the audience more. You could see that he delivered more, but I still felt like he kind of shifted back into his comfort zone. So I'm really hoping that it goes back into that high place that it took us to last week. Yes, we've experienced a new side to him, and we would rather experience more of that new side, and even better than going back to the old Ose Daniel. And then we had Precious Mac. Woof! Ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing to complain about. Yeah, Precious Mac's performance last night, guys, it was as white as snow in my eyes. It was so beautiful. It was so excellent. It was so perfect. I had nothing to complain about. And you see, yeah, every time Precious Mac sings on that stage, every time she performs a song, I get goosebumps. Simi called it something magical, guys. I think Simi is right. I get goosebumps. It's like she's leading me into a place I know nothing about. I don't know if that place is dangerous or beautiful, but I just want to be in that place that she keeps leading me into. Precious Mac killed that song. One thing I always love about Precious Mac's performances is the clarity that she comes with. There's always so much clarity. You know, when you say that someone's voice is just as clear as crystal, that was how she sounded last night. She always sounds like that, and that was how she sounded last night. And it's also worthy of mentioning that last night's performance was simply the best yet. Yeah, the best of all the other performances that she's actually delivered on that stage. Last night's one was simply the best. And then we had Goodness. Now, Goodness performed Cece Winans' Mercy Said No. And guys, I was so excited when that song was chosen for her by her family, and I was really excited because back in the day, Cece Winans was just the queen. Yeah, the queen of gospel music. I remember back in the day, I used to buy almost all of her CDs. Yes, because everybody wanted to be like Cece Winans. So if you used to sing in the church choir, or you used to sing like that in the studios, if you don't know how to sing Cece Winans, then you have not even started yet. So Mercy Said No is one of those hit songs that every gospel music artist would want to sing in church. So when I heard that, okay, Goodness was going to deliver that song, guys, I was literally pumped up because I wanted to hear the most. But then I was quite disappointed in her delivery. First off, when she started the song, she was already dragging the lyrics, which is something she had done before, and I had complained about it. And then she did it again last night. And I'm wondering, like, I don't understand. Is it that you're missing the metronome count in your head? What exactly is going on? And then the way she delivered the song, it sounded like she was actually doing great. But frankly speaking, guys, in my head, she was just giving it to us straight. Yeah, there was nothing special about the delivery. I mean, I give it to her. It was a passionate delivery, but there was nothing extraordinary about the way she delivered the song. As I said at the start of this video, I was expecting those that chose gospel songs to minister those songs. And for those of you that have been in church for a long time, you definitely understand what I mean by ministering the song. The best way I can explain ministering the song is using progress as a typical example. I've said this before, but cast your mind back again to most of Progress's performances, especially the ones where he performed gospel music. Guys, that is how to minister a song. That's how to perform a song in a show like this, in a competition like this. So I wasn't really impressed, but I must give it to her though. She really tried. Yes, she really tried, but it just felt like she was just scoring the song. You know, when you're scoring a song, you're just singing the song the way it is. I felt like she did not really improvise. I did not see goodness in that song. Exactly. I did not see herself in that song. Instead, I felt like she was trying so hard to sing it like Cece Winans. And then we had Savi Henry. Now, frankly speaking, I was really mad when IK called him up to the stage. Guys, I was literally losing my shit. I'm like, so if this guy made it through to top 6, who then is going home? At that point in time, we did not know that it was going to be Chisom that would be eliminated, you know, so I was already agitated and I was expecting the worst performance of the night as usual. But then Savi Henry shocked me. He shocked everybody. Guys, I can't remember the song he performed right now, but the way he improvised that song, the way he owned it, he personalized the song. Guys, it was so unique. It was so rich. It was so beautiful. Guys, this guy brought me down to tears, to the point that in as much as at the end of the show, I was really sad, I was angry that Chisom was eliminated, in a way, I was kind of grateful that Savi Henry was given another chance, you know, so that we could experience this side of him. But that still does not stop me from being mad. Yes, I felt like that was not fair on Chisom. Whoever the voters are, that was not fair. Chisom deserved better. He deserved better. But back to Savi Henry, guys. Savi Henry's performance last night was just so excellent. It was excellent. It was just so perfect. I have nothing to complain about. You see that comfort zone that we kept on complaining about, guys? For the first time, I sort of appreciated the comfort zone because it was not a bland comfort zone. Nah, he fine-tuned it, he refined it. Guys, I loved all the Naija flares that he introduced into the song. I loved the, you know, Yoruba flair that he brought into it. And then that thing he did, giving what's her name, Simi, a rose, guys, that was beautiful. That was romantic. That was him engaging with the audience, and that was something I had been praying for this guy to just do, because I was just tired of his, you know, usual style. So last night, Savi Henry perfectly executed that song. His performance was beautiful last night. I loved it. However, would I love to see a repeat of that next week, or this week rather? Absolutely not. I would love to see something absolutely different. Since they decided to save him, they need to prove to us why they saved him. Savi Henry needs to prove to us that truly he deserves to be amongst the top 5 this week. And last but not the least, Quest. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, everything I complained about certain contestants not ministering the gospel songs that they chose to perform last night on the show, Quest came and righted all those wrongs. Quest came and delivered on that 100%. I went onto Twitter. I saw some people, you know, tweeting that, oh, she did nonsense, she did not do well. And I'm like, eh? Am I hearing right? You think Senna Beans to perform Cece Winans Alabaster Box? If they born you go and sing it. Guys, I could recall how much I struggled to score that song. That song is hard. The only person I had ever heard that really delivered on that song, aside Quest though, that's growing up in my music journey back then in those days, was someone called Jane Inumido. She used to be in my church's choir, and Jane was just a powerhouse. I don't know if she still sings now, yes, but Jane was the only person that ever delivered on that song. She killed it. Last night, Quest literally gave us a lesson on how to sing a Cece Winans song. Yes, I mean, compare the performance to Goodness's one. It was like 1000 degree to 100 degree. Quest killed it. Her vocal range, all the crazy technicalities that she introduced in her delivery, guys, it was insane. It was insane. But best of all is she delivered the song the way a gospel music should be delivered, and that is via ministration. So she ministered that song. Anyways, this is where I'm going to stop talking right now. It's up to you now to go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Chisom's elimination last night? What do you think about Savi Henry's comeback performance last night? What do you think about the show in general last night? Please go ahead and share in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Have an amazing day.